We also have to give credit to the DC of Bosomtwe. Bosomtwe DC, the municipal chief executive.
Yeah,
he was around to support you.
Yes.
Thanks to, I've forgotten the name.
Yeah, the district assembly.
Yeah.
We want to thank district assembly of ABONO. Yeah, to provide very clear guidance of how to conduct the event in a secure, safe way.
Yeah.
Because there's so many matters that were important when it comes to security, that we needed to make sure we have all of it. That was very helpful support,
You see, before you took the journey, the medics and the NADMOs and the Red Cross, they were like, no, she can't start without having all these people around. We need to get them on the boat for you to start the journey and all that. By the time we realized, you have left us. I was there to observe. I was there to experience the freedom swim. I didn't go there just to see her swimming, but I was looking around what she was doing, and it was a bit scary for me. I was there to observe, to feel what was going to happen, and like I said, they were thinking about your safety. By the time we realized, you are gone. Wow. 600 meters before even the boat came, and they followed. Unfortunately, I couldn't follow that trip to
the first trip. You only did the second one. Yeah.
So we have the videos that we are showing as we are talking. So definitely, as we are talking, we'll be showing the videos. Tell us the journey, because the drone shot that I saw, we could see you swimming with the waves, the energy.
Yeah.
It was so big.
Wow.
Like a speedboat.
Wow.
What were you doing?
Well, but yeah, so even to begin with what you said, how by the time you sort of realized I was already there.
When you were waving at the people.
So my experience from my side, I want to share with you, is everything went so fast. You understand? It was like I just woke up, I just greeted the chiefs, had conversation with everyone, had all these arrangements happening, all the people coming there, all of a sudden we're now dancing the dance, now we're doing the ceremony, now we're doing the speech, now I'm cutting the ribbon, now I'm by the water, now I'm inside water, now I'm already at the survivor tree, and now I'm already in the middle of the lake. That's how it was, just on, and it just goes and it goes. There was no thought in any of it. It was just a pure experience. There is so many elements that are part of it that none of us have control over. You realize that? We just don't. Anything can happen that was not planned. A little thing can occur that we didn't plan, and we have no control over it. And do you realize that everything went so smooth? Nothing happened that would have prevent or stop or in any way make this difficult. It was actually ease, flow.
What is so special about the survivor tree?
Oh.
And why did you visit the survivor tree, before you started the journey?
Yeah. As soon as I arrived to Bosomtwe Lake, when I become aware of survivor tree, I knew immediately that my next step is to communicate with that tree and have an exchange of consciousness with it and see what happens. I've taken some time before I even went there for the first time, because I knew it was going to be a big, event, big deal. Yeah. So then finally I swam from Ajafu to the survivor tree, and then from survivor tree to...
Part of everything. And this is the swim for freedom. And this is the survivor rate, which is 384 or 86 years now. And we have 201 survivor one.
So that was the survivor tree is called survivor tree because it's been there for a long, long, long time. It has survived through time and space and all of the external factors that would normally destroy something over time, but this one has stood the test of time. Think of like a good marriage stands a test of time. A bad marriage doesn't. It falls apart when the first issues occur, you know. So time, the concept of time is one thing that we all humans have that we could really utilize to check whether something is solid or it's whimsy. So, well, that's exactly what Survivor Tree has shared with me on that first day when I went there. It has shared, as soon as I came to Abono, it has shared with me a message of time that the event cannot happen in August, which I was originally planning on. That the event has to happen in September for the 21st to 23rd in connection with the first president of Ghana birth, in connection with the freedom, and specifically in connection with time. I mean, right now I have chills on my body, you know, the goosebumps. That happens to me every time when I really go like deep. Yeah. So the real manifestation of time that we have is stars, because they have been there before we've been there.
Yeah.
You know, this has been there for billions and billions of years, withstood the real test of time. So if you and I want to learn anything about time, this is where we can learn about time. So here's the deal, and this you and I have not talked about. This is new. The event was conducted between lunar and solar eclipse. So each year we have 2 times that this happens. Solar eclipse happens twice a year, each year. It's whether we can see it visually or we don't see it visually. And you know, solar eclipse is when you look up in the sky during the day and the sun is completely covered by the shadow of the moon. Lunar eclipse is when you look at the moon and it's covered by the shadow of the sun. That's why it looks red.
Okay.
So we either see them or we don't see them, but they happen twice a year, every year. So these are very special times, celestially. So even though we have a new moon every month that occurs, solar eclipse is a new moon, but it arranged in a way where there's a shadow involved.
Okay.
So everything sort of gets overshadowed. Everything goes complete dark, pitch dark, and only then we come out from that pitch dark. What that is, it's sort of a portal, you know, from one way of living to a different way of living. So this event happened between the actual real. This is not between you and me. This is the stars. That's what happens out there. Whether you know about it or not, it's going to be there. So there was a lunar eclipse in September, and then we did the event from 21st to 23rd, and then the solar eclipse was on October 2nd. So it's 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks in between, always between, because lunar eclipse is the full moon and the solar eclipse is the new moon. It's 2 weeks in between.
Okay.
The event was in between. You know, during the solar and lunar eclipses, I've been observing this for years. This is my work. You know, this is what I do. So very massive waves of energy gets generated during these types of events in electromagnetic fields just by itself. So now imagine we did the swim at that time. It was like,
Can somebody,
and it goes on and it goes on and it doesn't stop and it doesn't let you go and it doesn't stop and it goes on. And if you're weak, you can crumble. If you're strong, you have to just let it the way go, and more and one more, and there's going to be one more, and eventually they start to subside, and you're strong enough, you withstand the waves and things. You have to be careful.
Can someone do what you did without knowing things like what you know, or perform certain ceremony or do things that we see as spiritual?
People that are gonna be left is me and you boys in the water, okay? So we're gonna do a ceremony at the survivor tree over there, and then from there we're gonna swim back together. I'm gonna swim in front, you guys can swim in the back. Okay, then Herbert.
Can somebody do that? Can somebody survive what you did?
Again, you see how you use word survive. Interesting. We're coming back to the survivor tree at the time. So, of course, I do want to say, just like pause really for a moment, and I want to say how grateful I am for these ceremonies that the chiefs did for all of us, that we did. I'm so grateful that we were wise to take that time to really make sure that everything is in hands of something bigger than us, that this event is not run by ego of human, but it's conducted by this graceful energy.
You have not answered my question.
Can anybody do
what you did?
What I did?
Because you were on the lake from ABONO to ANKAASE.
The answer is
almost 6 hours.
The answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no is very simple answer. Because we can never return this time ever again. It's past.
Which time?
This event can never be replicated ever again. It's already past.
Yeah.
So answering your question, no. If we are to do something different, yes, we can. Can we be greater? Yes, we can. Can we do something even more extreme? Yes, we can. Can we make it more crazy or more excited? Yes, Hammer, we can. But can we do that one? No. That one we
It can be in different formats.
Yeah.
But can somebody swim this as a sportsman who feels he or she has the strength to swim, to be in that water, not any other water, but Lake Bosomtwe? That some people believe that it's not a normal lake. It has spirits.
Right.
It has, you know, even the origin of the lake, how it happened and all.
Yes.
We believe there's something behind the lake.
Yes.
So the question is, if you're not deep in spirit,
yes,
can you survive this?
This is a good question. Keep trying to answer your question. I'm trying to answer your question this way.
Yeah, because people see you as...
No, it's good. That's why I loved your interviews all the time. So, okay, let's see. Here, I'm doing my best to give you a good answer here.
Okay, so on TikTok, people feel you're a witch. People feel you're a mermaid. People feel you have something spiritual backing you. And see, I'm asking questions for people.
Good. Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay, look, I'm a humble person, Hammer.
I know.
So I don't know how to answer this question. I just know that I'm grateful that I'm alive, that we were able to do that, we're all still here, that whatever that spiritual power that we're all talking about, it has been graceful to us, you know, and that if it's there, then thank God it's there, because it's good to us, you know. I don't know how else to answer except just to say, I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know.
Before you set off,
It's good sometimes to not know. You know, I feel good about not knowing the answer to this question.
there were too many eyes on you.
Yeah. And
Evil
it still
eyes,
is.
positive eyes, negative eyes. People who wish you don't make it, just to disgrace you. All these spirits were around.
Wow.
At a point,
Wow.
I personally saw fear
Wow.
during the ceremony. Before you poured that libation,
Wow.
I felt it like, and within me,
Oh.
I was like, okay, so is she now scared?
Oh.
Is she regretting what she's about to do? Is she ready to take her life?
Whoa.
Is she ready to take this huge risk?
Oh.
What if I don't make it? What will happen?
Whoa.
What was going through your mind?
Wow. Hammer, you never told me this.
Yes, I
This
was
is the
waiting for
first
this.
time you were waiting. You were waiting to get me over here on camera and put this on me like, wow. Okay, during libation, I just remember like being on my knees and hearing the voice of the chiefs, like chanting almost, and it was in my chest. It wasn't even in my ears. It was like these vibrations of their voice coming through my whole body, and it was so powerful and intense, and I didn't think of nothing. There was no thinking. It was just being a part of this activation. The voice that I heard that was coming through the chief's voice, it wasn't human voice anymore. It was like the spirit itself, like the something great was vocalizing and verbalizing, and the libation itself everything was so, I can't even quite put words on it, but it wasn't it did not feel like a human experience. And you know, we all know, I don't take drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm super healthy. You understand? But the experience of it was as if I was having a alternative experience of reality at that moment of time.
It's like
no fear at all.
Okay.
Just calm, just centered, just present, fully there, and allowing to receive the blessing fully and completely, accepting all of it. I don't have much heart. It's hard to put in words.
Okay. You see, I've heard, I learned, whoever has tried it to swim to the other side, there's no footage to back it, there's no evidence, I haven't seen it. For me, you're the first person to be in the lake for almost 6 hours.
Go MILANA!
Paradise. Paradise.
From ABONO to ANKAASE. You never got off, you didn't get on the boat, you were in the water for that hours.
Yeah, have you seen the marks, by the way?
On you?
Yeah, we
I've
have to talk.
seen.
We have to talk,
Yeah, we'll talk about that
too.
one. So on the drone shots, the waves, as we were swimming, it's like jet ski from afar. You're just a tiny I nearly said animal. Tiny human.
You can say that. That's fine.
Tiny animal.
That's totally.
Vibrating.
I accept.
Vibrating the lake.
Vibrating.
Now wide.
Wide.
What can you say about that? That experience.
That's when we're talking about the power of energy generation. The the energy mastery. It's the. Have you seen or heard some of the Shaolin fighters?
Yeah.
They could hit. By the way, one of my teachers, who I studied from in back in New York, he's a 34th generation Shaolin monk, Sri Yang-ming, and he demonstrated. This has been all filmed and measured scientifically. Inch punch. So 1 inch punch. So a normal human does 1 inch punch and nothing happens.
Okay.
Energy Master does 1 inch punch, and they have measured the impact, and it was like a car speeding at like a crazy speed. It was intense.
But this was very close, but
unreal.
Okay.
Now, is he human? Yes.
But
what makes it different? Energy mastery.
okay.
So that's what we're talking about.
So how far you go to get that?
There's
energy.
It's the power now of energy output. We're talking. Is he human again? Yes. The answer is yes. Is he an energy master? Yes. So these are you and I have been now touching on these themes since we met.
Yes.
And you've seen me do transmutations of energy within 10 minutes, going from excruciating pains to completely heal, doing things like many different scenarios that you have now observed, that we've all observed, that we've been doing together.
How was the feeling like when you arrived at ANKAASE that Saturday evening?
And by the way, I do want to just say something, because everybody, you keep saying 6 hours in the water. Many people can spend 6 hours in the water.
Many people. I haven't seen anyone doing that.
No, but I'm saying that...
Lake, no water. Not any other water.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to say that, if you take a professional swimmer who's been doing marathons, all of that is possible.
Okay.
You see, it's not about this event.
It's not competition.
Wasn't about... Yeah, it's not competition, but it wasn't about how much time I spent in the water.
To cross.
It was not about that. This event was about everything else that happened around it. The ceremonies, the people, the love, the connection, the joy, the going through the experience, and all of this, that's what this event has been about. Answering your question about how I felt
when you left,
once I got to ANKAASE. Thanks for bringing those memories now. See, because I haven't taken time to really remember this and look into it. I remember my water polo team. Prince also and Bright in the water with me. Behind me, 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's dark. And I'm swimming, and they're guiding me because I can't see nothing at this point. And they're like, correct your course. I'm like, okay, this way. Because all I see is just some whole bunch of people in the shore, music, and everybody screaming, MILANA, MILANA, and the lights. And I have no idea where I am, what's going on, and what's happening here. So the boys, they helped me to dock in the right place where the arch is. And I remember, putting my feet, first thing I'm feeling is the pebbles, and they're slippery, so I'm like, whoop, okay, I'm just gonna, try to, I haven't felt I've been having a tail for the last 6 hours, and now you're challenging me to also navigate through slippery rocks. I mean, come on, really. So no, it was great. So the next thing I know is flashing lights, cameras. people, and you know, beautiful, loving acceptance, and so much love and celebration and joy. And see, again, I have chosen my body. The how we celebrated together was so beautiful, you know. And then after 6 hours of swimming, I go straight to the stage and I do my energy mastery with fans and all of that. And I remember when I was doing that energy mastery on the stage, I'm just starting to bring my feet back from the tail, and they're not fully there yet. So some of it like, whoop, up, okay, stand, stand still, balance, you know, now you have 2 feet. And the feelings were very, very, very positive. But there was also some parts there that were deeply intense, and you know, these are personal, private, you know, things that, you know, are not things that public does not see. But there's so much more happens that beyond what public sees on a personal level that I went through and overcame and you know, moved past.
Okay, MILANA, thanks so much. Viewers, just join us for part 2 of this interview. We're going to discuss her trip from ANKAASE to ABONO. And I mean, as usual, what we discuss, I'm going to show you videos and some audios as the interview goes on. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.